live. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everyone. I was having a bit of a joke in the live chat. I said I couldn't start, but I was only joking. Of course I could start. Hello, good evening. We're live across YouTube and live across the world. It's GavsWeatherVids for a Monday, someone's going to say Sunday, for a Monday evening. We're discussing the first of the second winter 2025-26 updates, and we're doing it live for you tonight. So you can count the number of live streams, number of lives that we've done on one hand since April, when I got the job at Watford Gap, and so I'm working, you see, 2 till 10, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so live streams have kind of gone out of a window, and I felt really bad about it, because I know so many of you like live streams. I love doing live streams as well. It's just one of those things. I've actually kept most things going since I got the second job. You know, there's been very little change, really. One or two of the extra features and whatnot went by the wayside a little bit. So, like the Thursday European Outlook, the Saturday weekend forecast, there's one or two things that we've lost. But basically, I've managed to keep most things going. But the one thing we have lost, the one thing, you know, that I regret a lot, really, is the Sunday live streams. But anyway, we're back on Monday, so I'm off on Mondays, generally having Mondays off. We're back live streaming on Mondays, and this is going to be a regular thing now, you know, throughout the autumn, as we do the winter updates. We'll be doing Monday live streams at 7 p.m. discussing, they said 8 p.m. there, discussing, first little mistake from Gav, discussing the, there can be many more, discussing the winter updates at 7 p.m. on a Monday. So it perhaps works out a little bit better. It gives more people time, you know, to see the winter updates. They are quite long. Not everybody can watch them all in one go. Gives people a little bit more time to watch the winter updates and, you know, digest it, think about it, and then fire away with any questions, you know, any questions that they might have about it and that. So, of course, with this, it means that I've got to do, so I can't do a 10 to 14 day on a Sunday. Traditionally, we would have done, like, the long range on a Sunday live stream, discuss the winter update, and we would have done a 10 to 14 day, you know, a regular 10 to 14 day would have been included within the Sunday live stream. At the moment, I can't do a 10 to 14 day on a Sunday. So, I don't want to overshadow winter update, you know, with another video upload and that. So, there's no 10 to 14 day on a Sunday. It means that I've got to do a 10 to 14 day on Monday. So, we won't be doing like a 10 to 14 day within these Monday live streams, but what we will do is have a good look at the 12Z, and also we'll have a look at the long range as well. So, it's Sunday live stream rolled over to Monday, so we've got to look at long range and that. So, there'll be plenty, you know, plenty to occupy us, plenty to look at, and we're going to look at the 12Z, and we're going to look at the long range as well. Probably, I don't know, probably about half an hour or so. It depends how the live stream goes. I'll go through the live chat short thing, shout you out, take questions, etc., etc. So, so that's all to come. But that's the gist of what we're going to be doing on these Monday, Monday live streams. Anyway, and I can tell you that this one's for our younger viewers, who I know like it so much. Friday night live streams will be back as well. So when we get into October, we'll start doing Friday night live streams, because that's doable also. I work 2 till 10 on a Friday. It only takes me 10 minutes to get home. So maybe a new start time for that. Normally the Friday night live streams would start at 10:30. I'll perhaps start at 10:40. So it might be 10 minutes later. It might take me a little bit, you know, we'll get home, set stream up and that. So I might not be able to get that done within like before 10:30. So it might be like a 10:40 start time. But it is doable to be able to bring back the Friday night live streams that I know so many of our younger viewers seem to enjoy. And I can't think why that would be. So many people, and not just younger viewers actually, you know, so many people seem to enjoy seeing Gav make a complete and utter full of himself on a Friday night, and I don't know why that is really, but you know, it seems to be the case. So, you know, who am I to deprive everybody of a chance to see Gab in a total and complete idiot and fool? Anyway, that's to come next month. So I'm going to start going through live chat in a moment. Sean Partridge, no relation. Good evening, Gab. Great to see you. Your live light is on. No, he stopped working. I've got to get a new one. But Livestream light has stopped working. So, well, I've got a birthday coming up. Or maybe Santa will bring me one. We'll have to wait and see. But no, at the moment I haven't got a live stream live. But I am live. You know, it is me. I'm here in the flesh. So yeah. You know, I'm here live anyway, even if I don't have a light with me. Right, I'm going to say thank you so much to our moderators. So who's in with us tonight? Thank you so much to James 098, and I think I've Connor with us as well. Oh, SB, hello to SB. Celestial is here, hello to SB. Who else is with us? And Connor. So we've got Connor, James, and SB with us tonight. Love it, love it, love it, love it. We've still got that very odd number 3, number 2, number 1 crown thing going on as well, haven't we? Which is a bit odd. That just appeared, you know. I can't remember a few weeks ago. That just appeared, and I don't really know what that is meant to be signaling. I think it's like leading. So whoever's chatting the most in the live chat. I think that's what it's suggesting, but I don't really know what that is actually. But anyway, it's a feature that they brought back. So they brought in, I should say. So YouTube must think it's worthwhile doing it. Right, anyway, I'm going to start going for live chat right now. So, who's the first person in first? Who was it? It was Adrian. Hope to like your friend Adrian Major. Roaming the Cotswolds. Good evening, Gavin, everyone. Hope you're doing okay. Great to have a Monday night live stream. Hello to you, my friend. Yes, I'm all right, and I. Gav's doing all right. So far, I haven't made too many mistakes. I've not messed anything up too much, have I? But the night is still young. There's still time. Hello to you, Adrian. Thank you so much, my friend. I got it to Chris Ailing. Your friend Chris A is here. Hello to you. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight. Shiram. Hello, Gavin. Good to see you back on live streams. Of course, we'll be doing a channel membership. So I'm not completely absent from live streaming. I've been doing live streams for channel members 2 a month on a Wednesday. So if you would like to become a channel member for GavsWeatherVids, by the way, all you do is click join button. It's £4.99 a month, and that gets you exclusive access to content and also to well, it says in the description that it's a once a month channel member live stream. Actually, it's a twice monthly, 2 monthly channel member live stream that we do on a Wednesday now, and the second one for September is coming up this Wednesday, actually. So we have been hanging out, haven't we, Sharon? But yes, like back on a proper live stream. Anyway, thank you so much, my friend, for being on our live stream tonight, and I'm doing great. I hope you're all right too, Sharon. Connor, hello to you, my friend. Hi, Gavin, everyone. Quite busy this evening, so we'll be in and out. No problem, my friend. Hope you're doing okay, Connor. Great to see you here. Thank you so much for moderating, being here with your spanner. Hello to Dandy. Got into you, Dandy. In and all, just getting settled. Hope everyone's well. It's well this evening. I'm all right. Yeah, not too bad. I'm a lot better than I was a few weeks ago. Thank you so much, Dandy, for being on the live stream, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Right, let's have a look. Okay, how's the Matthew Orchard? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being on live stream. Good evening, Gavin, everyone. Nice in sunshine. In the shade down to 4 degrees this evening. Not far off a ground frost. It was cold this morning, wasn't it? Touches of ground frost all over the place, I noticed. And yeah, so it's another chilly one tonight, actually. But I don't think it'll be quite as cold tonight as it was last night. But certainly a bit of a chilly day. But it's been nice and sunny anyway. It's been a nice day, hasn't it? Sure. Hello, Gavin. Winter updates of mixed bag. Those wanted cold winter. Still very early days. Only 2 updates in. But yeah, been a little bit mixed, haven't they? I know a lot of people are thinking that the Atlantic looks quite interesting from like a tripod perspective, but I'm not really seeing it, to be honest. I don't think the Atlantic looks particularly well primed for a cold winter. But I might be missing something. Next week, the third update, we're going to go through Atlantic sea surface temperature data back to 1985. We're going to see if we can pick out like the closest match to the current I think we're quite a long way off from a tripod personally, but anyway, we'll do that in the third update. So that'll be quite interesting next week. Hello to James098. Good evening to you, my friend. Good evening, Gav, and to those who have tuned in so far. Thank you so much to James for moderating on the live stream tonight. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, my friend. And thank you so much for all of the help on the calendar as well, Jay. Been absolutely awesome. So the calendar's been selling like hotcakes over the past couple of weeks, and it's absolutely amazing. And it's an amazing product as well. Really high quality, up the quality from last year. And it was all designed by James. So thank you so much to my good friend James098 for, not only being our moderator, or one of our moderators tonight, but also, of course, for designing our calendar, being our calendar and merch designer. Thank you so much, my friend. Hello, Fist. Good to you. Thank you for being on live stream tonight, Fist. And Matthew is saying, feeling like an autumn live stream with daylight fading fast. Yeah, a little bit of a later start time as well. So we're doing it in the dusk, aren't we? Gaz doing it in the dusk. Hello to Shirab. Hello, Gavin. Why is it that weekend dates are best for a colder winter? Good question. I'm not sure why that would be, my friend. Maybe, I don't know, might be because like stronger El Niños and stronger La Niñas enhance and pep up and niggle the jet stream a little bit. There might be that play, but generally I don't know. It just appears to be the case that weaker states, particularly I think weaker La Niña states, tend to have a better chance of the colder winter. But like it's not. I don't think there's any particular reason for that. So it might just be random. But it's observable. There's never really been a very cold or a cold winter, I don't think, with a strong or super Niño, and I don't think there has been like with a strong or super La Niña as well. So it's one of those things that's a bit of a mystery. I think it's probably connected to the jet stream, but I'm not sure why that is. And like pro-Met, professional meteorologists would say, but we're so far away from the ENSO region, it doesn't really have much of a bearing. In theory, it doesn't have much of a bearing either way on our conditions. But observing the weather over the years and, looking at the cold winters that we've had and where they fit in with the ENSO regime, it is observable that we generally don't get cold winters when there's these strong ENSO states. But the reason for that, I'm unsure. Hello to Rachel Bloxham. Good evening to you, Rachel. Thank you so much for being on our live stream tonight. And Paul James is in as well. Hello to you, Paul. Thank you so much for being here. We've got Send It. Good evening to Send It. Matthew's on the live stream as well. What a run that was yesterday, wasn't it? And what a title as well. Witness the coldest winter I've ever seen, wasn't it? What have I got back from Send It? No, thank you so much, my friend. It's great to see you on the live stream tonight. Thank you so much to young Matthew for being here. My protege. Is it protege or protege? Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Good to Anne Smith. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight. And right, who else can I shout out? Let's come down. So, the Train and Nature Show. Hello to Laura. Good evening to Laura Johnson. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight, Laura. We've also got just a regular guy here. Well, that's nice, you know, we want anything other than a regular guy. Hello to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being on our live stream tonight. I love it. We've got Devil Boys 666. Hello to you. Thanks so much for being here. Just a regular guy. A negative ID means it can increase the chance of a cold winter. Gav, I think so. I don't know all that much about the IOD. That's something that we started looking at after the polar vortex of doom. Winter. Anybody remember polar vortex of doom? How could you forget it? So the preview of doom winter was 2019-2020, and preceding that winter, going into that winter, we had like it was, I don't think like if they call it like a super positive IOD, but like it was a very, very, very positive Indian Ocean dipole. And after that horrendous, horrendous for me in my forecast, after that horrendous polar vortex of doom winter in 2019-2020, there's quite a bit of speculation, but like the very, very strong Indian Ocean dipole had an influence on that, and would probably be cause. I don't know if it was, if it wasn't, but so after that we started including the Indian Ocean, you know, when we would look at sea surface temperature anomalies, we started talking about the IOD. It's not something that I know a great deal about. We'll probably have a look at it, if we can, through reanalysis or something at some point through this season of winter updates. It will be interesting to see what a negative IOD can or could mean, you know, from a reanalysis point of view. It's one of those things that I'm a little bit unsure about. I don't know a lot about it, but we're all learning. We're always learning. We're all learning together, and I'm learning as much as anybody is. You know, still about the weather. You never stop learning about weather. The only thing with the weather is that it's something you get better at doing and forecasting as you get older. You know, the older you get, the more you've seen, so the more knowledge you have about the way the weather works, the climate, etc., etc. But you never stop. There's always something new, you know, to focus on. There's also always something new to learn about. You know, I'm learning about the IOD along with all of you as well, because it's not really something that I know all that much about. It's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out through this season of updates and whatnot. Okay, let's come down. So, who else is in with us? Well, Sheeran is saying, well done. Done well to keep the channel going, Gav, with second job. Thank you so much, my friend. Most of the features have continued, as I say. We have lost one or two, like Weekend for All Girls on a Saturday and that, but mostly I've been able to keep everything going unchanged. One thing that I do regret that we have lost is like the Sunday live stream, but we can make up for it on a Monday, can't we? No reason why not. Hello to Elijah Carpenter. Good to you, Elijah. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. And also we've got who else can I shout out? Who else can I shout out? Who can I shout out? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Richard. Good evening to Richard Shaw with a channel member chat. Hello to you, my friend. Hi all. Can you think of our long-term friend Neil Cutler, who's had a really hard battle this last year with Big C today under the surgery? Yeah, of course. I know, Rich. All our thoughts, prayers, best wishes and whatnot extended to our good friend Neil Cutler, who's going through a little bit of a health ordeal at the moment, has been for a little while, and yeah, you know, all of our thoughts and best wishes are going to Neil today. He's having a significant procedure today, so no, you know, we very much extend our best wishes and our thoughts to Neil, and of course to Neil's family. I know Neil, when she feels up to it, will be watching this live stream on catch up and that. So you know, get well soon, Neil. We're all thinking of you, my friend. Thank you so much, Richard, for being on our live stream tonight. Great to see you, my friend. Okay, where else are we going in the live chat? Where else are we going? Okay, where we go? Sean Partridge, no relation. Hello to you, my friend. Thanks so much for being here. Chris Stewart, will any of your colleagues watch the Friday night live stream to see Giddy Gav do the 18-cent pub run? Well, I might keep that one quiet, actually. from co-workers. I don't know, but I would imagine one or two probably will, actually. So that'll be very embarrassing when I turn up for work on Saturday, won't it? On the day after. Yeah, probably, I expect so. I'll probably tell them about it. Tell your friends, tell your colleagues, tell your neighbours, tell your colleagues, tell your co-workers to subscribe to the channel. Hello to Alfie. Alfie said, hi Gav, good to see you back live streaming again. Which month would you say was more impressive for cold? February 86 or December 2010? Well, February 1986 is actually a little bit colder than December 2010, so I think comes out with a -1 CT in February 86, where December 2010 comes out at about -0.7, something like that, I think. So not much in it, actually. But I would say December 2010 is probably more impressive because of the way that it did it. Because 86 was like frozen from beginning to end. Whereas December 2010, but December, remember, actually had like a milder interval, not that mild, but a milder interval for a few days mid-month. And then the last few days of the month also came out a little bit milder. But nevertheless, it still came out as almost the coldest December within the entire CT index. And of course, it's harder to be that cold in December than in the early part of winter than it is in the latter part of winter. So I reckon December 2010 is probably more impressive than February 86. But they are both impressively cold months, definitely. SB, my pizza place really messed up. My pizza so bad. No, all of the cheese and chicken has run off it. I serve pizzas, SB. I can do you. Well, I can't do you a pizza because I don't cook the food, but I can serve you a pizza if you want to. So I could do that, definitely, SB. Enjoy your pizza. Anyway, I'm not really a pizza person, but I have had one or two of the ones from work actually, and they are they are very nice, you know, they're all right. So, let's come down. I can recommend Road Chef Service Area Pizzas, Coco da Mama. Right, okay, they're very nice. Hello to, who else can I shout out? Chris, you're not getting that YouTube ads as paying for premium. Okay, thank you so much, my friend, for doing that. Ad rate's been absolutely shocking on YouTube over the past 6 to 12 months. I don't know what's happened, but like they really have gone into the gutter. Really. I can't remember last time I saw an ad playing with my video, actually. I don't know whether I still get them or not. To be honest, whether they bother with me, they probably don't. But like, if you get, what's annoying is that if you go to a channel with like 2 million subscribers, you will always see an ad. But if you go to a channel with like 2,000 subscribers, you hardly ever do. And I think it's very frustrating how they do that. You know, a little bit unfair. I understand why we do it, because the bigger the channel, you know, the bigger the audience, the greater they can charge, like the charge for the ads, you know, charge for that retail space, if you like. So I understand why they do it, but it is quite unfair for a smaller channel, because how can a smaller channel ever get to be a big channel, you know, if they're not financially supported? So it's I think it's quite unfair for a smaller channel, but that's the way YouTube works, and we have to work with what we give them, I suppose. Just a regular guide, negative NEO, negative IOD, we can average per the vortex. Could be early indicators, maybe. You never know, my friend. It's possible. It's certainly possible. So sorry. Well, now to Ryan Marshall. Good evening to you. Thank you so much for being on live. You got Adam Morris. It says, well, we're going to start display catching very shortly now. By the way, everyone, have a look at 12 at the moment. We're going to start going through some of the long range as well. I think this week we're going to do, what have I got? So we've got CANSIPS, we've got CFS, and we've got ECMWF to go through. I'll start getting on with that at the moment. Hovering around 50, can cope you. if you enjoy the stream, then please you like, share, subscribe. Thanks so much, everyone, for doing that. Drop a comment on our stream. Let us know what you thought about it. And don't forget to your friends, your family, your neighbour, your doctor, your vicar, your mother-in-law, and your co-workers to subscribe. And thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Adam Morris, glad the live streams are back. Great to hear from everyone. Thank you so much, my friend, being on the live stream. Hello to Lee Warren. Good evening to you, Lee. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to my friend Ricardo. Thank you, friend Ricardo. Thank you, Richard. Thank you so much for being here. Be Scottish Furry. Be Chemise was bad. It was. We haven't had a freeze up like that since, have we? And hello to Jack Lowe, my dining partner. I'll arrange another one soon, Jack. Hello to, and our Mr. March. Jack is our Mr. March this year. Hello to Jack Lowe. Hey, Gav and everyone. Hope you're keeping well. Wasn't it chilly? It certainly was, my friend. Definite feel of the autumn in the air, wasn't there? Definitely so. Right, okay, let's come down. Let's look. Oh, that's lovely. You're all wishing Neil the best. Yeah, Neil Cutler, our lovely friend Neil, former GavsWeatherVids moderator as well on the website. Neil Cutler having a little bit of a health ordeal at the moment, so all our thoughts and best wishes are extended to Neil and also, of course, to Mrs. Cutler and their lovely family as well. And hopefully Neil will be back with us soon. You know, he definitely will, but you know, hopefully it won't be too long of a recovery. But it's quite a significant procedure about his hat. I think he had it by now, but his hat today. Hello to Trevor Fuller. Good into you. Thanks so much for being on the live stream, Trev. How you doing? Right, okay. I'm so sorry, everyone. Right, okay. Where else are we going? Okay. What's that? Starty Bob Boster. Slarty. I remember it was 12 Celsius in 2010. Remember it was my 12 Celsius in 2010. Very cold. Yeah, December to remember. I think December. What do everybody think in the line chat? That's a good topic for discussion, actually. But of course, you've got to be old enough to remember, 2010's a little while ago now, isn't it? Like 15 years. But 86 is like getting on for 40. That's how old I am. Goodness gracious me. 1986 is getting on for 40 years ago. So you've got to be old enough to remember it. But what does everybody think in the live chat? Which was more impressive, December 2010 or February 86? I think it would be December 2010, personally, due to the fact, you know, that there were those two milder intervals, mid-month and end of the month, and it's harder to get a sub-zero CT in December than it is in February. There certainly haven't been as many of them. So I think it's December 2010. What's everybody in the live chat think about that idea? Hello to Christian Chambers. Why is La Nina weakening? I'm not sure it is, my friend, to be honest. It might just be like a week by week variation or something. Could be that, you know. When you go into a La Nina or an El Nino or whatnot, it's not a linear thing. You will get days that deviate and even weeks that deviate and do something a bit different. So I think we would need to wait like 2-3 weeks and see whether La Nina is weakening. It may never get designated. It's a weak La Nina anyway, so it hasn't reached La Nina threshold yet, actually, to be honest. So, you know, I think just got to wait and see. I doubt it will be a La Nina similar to last year. I doubt it'll be a La Nina that's ever designated, but who knows? How's the weather fans? My good friend weather fans, Michael. I haven't seen you for ages, Michael. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Hope your live streams are going okay on a Sunday. Of course, I'm unable to tune into those while I'm working down the gap on a Sunday. And Mark as well, of course, lovely Mark Bogan live streams on a Sunday. Now, I wish I was still live streaming on a Sunday, and maybe one day I will be able to work that out. You know, maybe I'll be able to work that out, get Sundays off and do a different day. But at the moment, it's like going to be Monday live streams, I think. But anyway, I hope you're doing okay, Michael. Hope everything's all right. Our weather fans, and of course, hope living Mark, Logan doing okay, and of course, my friend Matthew as well. Send it. Hope Send it's doing all right, and all of the other weather channels, throughout YouTube. I hope they're all doing okay. I'm not able, don't have as much time to tune in to all of the other content that everybody and see what everybody else is doing as much as I was able to. I'm not as available, on the socials and emails and that, but as I used to be. Adam Morris, but life science is off. Yes, it's not working, my friend. It stopped working a little while ago, so I've got to get a new one. But I can promise you I am live with you tonight, even though the light isn't on. I am definitely here. Shira, why is CFS always mild for winter in the long-range models? Good question, I don't know. Most of us long-range seasonal models are, though, to be fair. So maybe it's that how they start with their conditions. I don't know. Hold on. There we go. It wouldn't be a Gav live stream if I had a cough. It may be that, but I'm unsure. Sure, December 2010 and February 86, both had to be cold, but more so in 2010 than in February 86. Yes, very dry February 86, although it was some snow around. Jack thinks December 2010 was the most impressive, but both are impressive. Lee Warren, I remember walking to school through large snowdrifts, easier foot or so, getting there, and school was shut. Nowadays, 1 centimetres and school shut these days. It's true, my friend, isn't it? Anne Smith is saying December 2010 was definitely more impressive. It's got a topic conversation, man, isn't it? Elijah thinks December 2010. You wouldn't remember 86, but I don't think, Elijah. But I think 2010 as well. I think so. Oh, Matthew had a nasty accident. Yeah, Matthew telling Rich about his nasty accident. Sorry, I'm just getting snippets of what's going on in the live chat. So, Matthew had a nasty accident 8 weeks ago, and will be out of work for 6 months. Yeah, you've had a really bad time of it, haven't you, Matthew? Matthew Orchard had a really bad time of it as well. Everybody's had a bad year again, Miss you. You notice that? It doesn't matter who you speak to, everybody seems to have had a bad year again. Something that we've seen for a lot over the last few years. That everybody's having a bad time of it. Hello to Anil. Good to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being on live stream tonight. Right, okay, well, I'm going to come down to the bottom of the live chat. I'm going to shoot as well. How do you shoot? So being on live stream, shoot. So being here, shoot. So much. I love it. Roberto. Hello to you. Hi, Gav. Good to see you back in business. Glad I'm better from COVID. Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm back in business. Gav's back in. I was never out of business, though. I have carried on with Gavs. I've been sort of way along, I've not been out of business, but yes, I am back in business. I know what you mean. I'm back in business for live stream. Back in the live streaming business, anyway. Right, hello to all of you at the bottom of the live chat. I'm at the bottom of the live chat because that's why capturing imminently. I've been rambling on for 35 minutes. Goodness gracious me. But we're going to start doing our screen share section for you right now. We're hovering around 15 concurrent viewers. I think that's pretty decent. I haven't live streamed for ages. Hopefully the concurrent viewer count will go up as we do these streams more consistently on that. But I think 50 concurrent, I was thinking if we can keep the concurrent viewer rate around 50 concurrent, that would be good, and we've managed that target, so I'm quite pleased with that. I say hopefully the concurrent viewer rate will go up a little bit more as we go through next week. I understand that people are busier and have more things to do, more things to watch on the telly, for example, on a Monday than they do on a Sunday. yes, it's nice. I think that's a pretty decent concurrent rate, given that I haven't live streamed consistently for a very long time. Right, okay, let's start having a look at some screen data then. Been an awesome live stream so far. Thank you so much, everyone, for an amazing live stream. I love it. But it's now time to start. Well, we're not getting back into business. We're getting down to business. Now time to start getting down to business. So we're going to have a look at the 12Z, see what 12Z is doing, and we'll have a look at long range. A little bit of giddy gab. We're going to have a look at 12Z, and we'll have a look at some long range. So I'm going to be disappearing. No, not going to do that yet. I'm going to be disappearing. Got to build it up a bit. Build up the suspense. There's no suspense, to be honest. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a mo. I just want to give a little plug to our calendar. So let's put webcam back on. There we go. That's our calendar, everyone. So if you haven't yet snapped up the GavsWeatherVids calendar, all you need to do send £13 to our PayPal, and we'll get the calendar out to you. But it's absolutely lovely. And thanks to James. Shout out to James for designing that. Right, let's build up the suspense a little bit. Let's build up the mystery. So, you've been plunged into darkness now, but not for much longer. I've got up to 60 concurrent viewers. That's nice. That's more than I was expecting. This live stream actually. Send it! So, great live stream so far, Gav. And telling Roberto, I am here. Yes, send it with us. Send it. You're with us, aren't you? Send it. Send it with us. Oh, Michael's saying Equinox is tonight. Oh, it was yesterday. It was the 21st. Equinox is tonight around 7:32. Oh, well, we're past it then, haven't we? Because it's 7:38 now. We're past that. We're already past the equinox. But thanks for letting us know, Michael. Thanks for letting us know, my friend. Okay. Yeah, no, we're going to start display capture now. Thank you so much, everybody. Been an amazing live stream so far. Plunge you into darkness, but not for much longer. So in 5, let's build with something. In 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Here we go. No, that went wrong. We're display capturing all that build-up, all that suspense, and I messed up the moment, didn't I? No, we're display capturing on this Monday evening live stream. It's nearly 20 to 8 on Monday, the 22nd of September 2025. So here we go, everyone. Giddy Gav activated just a little bit. Giddy. Esme, goodbye summer. Goodbye summer. No, time to get silly. So, just to be serious, if you want to send £13 to our PayPal account, this is it here. £13, £10 to calendar, £3 postage packaging. We will get the calendar out to you. Thank you so much, everyone. We've sold over half of the first batch of calendars that we did. We're probably going to do another set later on in the year, you know, closer to Christmas. Sell them as a bit of Christmas merch, maybe. We'll see about that. But we've sold over half of our calendars so far. So if you do want to, if you want to calendar, I wouldn't hang around too much longer. But we have still got plenty of stock for the time being. But thank you so much, everybody, for snapping up a GavsWeatherVids calendar. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much. Hello to Gregor. Good to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight with us. Send it. Are you going to send it to Scandi today, Gav? We shall see, send it. We'll see. We'll see what the model runs. I have to say, Richard, it's dark outside. Like dark outside, and I plunged you into darkness inside, didn't I, Ricardo? Hello to Simon Jenkins. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Hold on, everybody. I'm so sorry, everyone. We began live stream about several cars. Hello to Simon Jenkins. Thank you so much, everyone, for being on the live stream. Tonight. Rich has been on holiday. Tell me about your holiday, Rich. I haven't seen any photos or anything this time, so tell everybody about your holiday. How you had a wonderful time, Richard. Right, let's have a look at 12Z, Ben. If anybody deserves a holiday, it's Ricardo. Nobody works as hard as Rich, I can tell you that. Not even me at What the Gap when I'm saying carbonara, bolognese, pomodoro. Not even me. Nobody works as hard as Rich. Right, let's have a look at 12Z then. So it's supposed you can make your run with high pressure over and to the east country, bringing the wind in from the east, mostly dry. And probably see the potential pick up a little bit at the end of the week as well, actually. Now, West is going to be meandering into the weekend, so we did get a bit of a wobble in the high pressure. Oh, by the way, that's Major Hurricane Gabrielle. I messed that up a little bit on the 10 to 14 day because I was slightly thrown by how much Gabrielle had powered up when I went to the National Hurricane Centre at the start of the video. So that actually predicted you just get to Category 4 hurricane status in 12 hours. Of course, it won't be that on Saturday, but we do have the remains of Gabrielle there around the Azores. But anyway, for us, we've got this weather system meandering in. That could bring some meandering. Love it. Meandering. That could bring a little bit of showery weather in with it. And then we get to the beginning of next week. It looks like high pressure's trying to have a go at reforming again. Right, well, that's that one done. Let's go to the Icon 12Z. By the way, we're going to be able to show the ECMWF 12Z as well, as that will stop updating in about 10 minutes or so. Oh, sorry, much more, everyone. Right, okay, so this is how Icon talking. High pressure over to the east country, mostly dry at the end of the week. Then a bit of a weakening of a ridge into the weekend, turns a bit showery. But high pressure quickly re-establishing. We re-establish the ridge as we get through to next Tuesday, that's the 30th of September. Note by then, we've got the remains of another tropical storm or hurricane moving into the North Atlantic there. Right, that's that one done. We've got the GFS. Oh dear, I think the throat's going. That was a magic water, hold on. That's better. Right, okay, we've got the GFS 12Z high pressure over and to the east country, bringing lots of dry, fine weather with it the end of the week into the weekend. Not as much weakening, so we don't get that showery band coming across the country at the weekend. Mostly dry weekend there, you would have thought. And then we head on into the extended start of October, then start to turn more unsettled, low pressure beginning to break through. High pressure south and low pressure turn off, a classic scenario as we move on through the first week and into the second week of October. That's how we look when we get to the 8th of October. Low pressure around Iceland, high pressure down towards Spain and Portugal. If you're enjoying the live stream, please you like, share and subscribe. Thanks so much for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all our videos, content, live streams, etc, etc. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbour, tell your doctor, tell your vicar, and tell your mother-in-law to subscribe as well. And we thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Hello to Aidan O'Reilly. Hello to you, Aidan. Hi, Gav. Greetings from Dublin. Hello to Dublin. Hope to tune into more live streams over the next few months. We're going to be live streaming every Monday through the next few months. So if you can, check in. If you're around the channel and you want to, then we'll be live every Monday. And as I said at the start of the video, it's Friday night. Yes, Friday night. Giddy Gav. Friday night live streams are coming back next month. Tell work, Gav. Tell your co-workers. Friday night live streams will be coming back. Probably at 10:40, 10 minutes later start time. But Friday night streams will be coming back starting next month as well. So there's going to be plenty of availability to see Gav make a complete fool of himself. Right, GM. High pressure over and to the east of country as we go through into Thursday. bringing a lot of dry and fine weather with it. The high pressure just weakening slightly as we move into the weekend. Well, quite a lot actually. That's quite a big weekend, isn't it? Deep low pressure heading in from off the Atlantic there, bringing not just a showery band into the weekend, but properly wet and windy actually. With the Jeb. That trough eventually sinking southwards as we go through into the beginning of next week, and the high pressure re-establishing again as we move towards days 8, 9, 10, the beginning of October. Right, okay, so I think now we're going to have a look at some long range. We'll come back to the ECM though, don't worry, we'll be back with the ECM shortly. Richard, we used to do Mondays, didn't we, at GavsWeatherVids? Yes, we did do one season of Monday live stream. That was 2022, 2023, when we did one season of live stream. Perhaps on one season of live streams on a Monday rather than a Sunday. I think it perhaps works out a bit better for a Monday live stream to discuss the winter updates. Anyway, probably not from a concurrent viewer account. Like Sunday is better for more viewers because more people are busier on Mondays. There's more to watch, you know, more to do. Whereas on a Sunday, people tend to be Sunday evening, people tend to be in quite a bit more. That. So I don't think the concurrent viewer counts are going to be as high on me streams as they will be if we do them on a Monday. But like to discuss the winter updates, it probably works out better anyway to do it on a Monday. It gives people longer to digest it and have a think about it. Lee, woohoo! Pub Run Live. Yes, we're coming back with another season of Pub Run Live. I don't know. Rachel, what food have you not tried yet at GavsWeatherVids? I don't know, Rachel. I don't think about it. I mean, there'll be a lot, wouldn't there? There will be a lot of, There will be a lot of foods that I haven't tried. But, like, I wouldn't want to have anything that was horrible. Not like they do on that horrible jungle programme and whatnot. So I'm not doing that. But, like, if it's something that's nice and I haven't had it, then yeah, I could do, couldn't I? Roberto, send it. You should go live some point as well. Send it was live the other day, wasn't you? Send it. Was it? So I would get mixed up with my days. It was Saturday, wasn't it? Send it was live on Saturday. I think I was working again then as well. Matthew, great live stream, Gav. Soon be kicking through the links. We will, my friend. I've noticed it. I'm beginning to go a little bit autumnal looking already, actually. Right, let's have a look at some long range then. So, what a lovely live stream so far. Thank you so much, everyone. We're still hovering around 60 concurrent viewers. That's pretty decent. That's a very decent concurrent viewer rate, considering I haven't been live for a very long time. So, thank you so much, everyone, for an amazing return live stream. I say we will come back to 12 anyway. I haven't quite finished with it. Got to show the ECM, but it's not fully out yet. So, instead, we are going to have a look at the CFS V2. Then we're going to have a look at CANSIPS, then we're going to have a look at ECM, and we will have a look at one of the CFS runs at Metacella as well. But I won't be able to show you yesterday's epic CFS 6 there, but send it was live stream because that has gone now. It's been superseded by today's. But if you want to know about Shane, check out Send It's video from yesterday. Some very impressive charts. Anyway, back to business. October showing high pressure through the Atlantic into weather gods D2B again, didn't they? Drat. But anyway, back to business. High pressure dominating the weather in October from the Atlantic into Europe. So you expect a mostly dry and pretty mild October with that. Okay, well, let's have a look at November. So November shaping up. Also, potentially very mild. High pressure strengthening around the Azores. Low pressure up towards Green Ice, and up comes long fetch southwesterly. It's CFS, everyone. What does CFS stand for? December looks like that. So, first thing to note is that blocking is increasing within high latitudes. However, it does nothing for us to get a cold month because we we have low pressure just to the west of us with high pressure down towards Spain, and so despite the blocking signal increasing, that keeps the wind in from the southwest. It perhaps is a colder signal though for North America, so trough through there maybe. But for us, that blocking does not. Well, let's go on to January. I'm wondering what the comments are going to be saying in the live chat about what CFS stand for. I perhaps should have gone off on that tangent. January, high pressure down towards Spain. Low pressure in the Atlantic, high pressure in high latitude, so again, blocking signal. I mean, that's probably still mild, really, with high pressure around Spain. We keep the wind in from the west and from the southwest, really. That's February, looking mild and wet in February. Low pressure just to the west of us. And March rounds it all up. How many months is it since we've done a live stream? And, like, the CFS never changes, does it? It's kind of sweet, really, isn't it? Kind of nice to know that you can be gone from live streaming for long range for months and months and months and months and months, and then you come back and the CFS just doesn't change, does it? Anyway, March is westerly and southwesterly again, so looking very mild there. Well, what did you all make of that, I wonder? Can't form happiness, says SB Westby. SB Westby, Edward Westby. What's Richard said? Think we need a CFS V3 as V2 is the 2 fingers lately long. It never changes, Rich, does it? Elijah, CFS can't forecast snow. It can't forecast it. Shiram, I think CFS should be ditched on the long range. We'd miss it though, would we? Would we miss it? I wonder. Maybe we wouldn't. Right, let's go on to CANSIPS. See if this one's any more encouraging for a cold space. Now, CANSIPS was picking up on this wet and unsettled September. Check this out. This has been sea pressure anomaly forecast for September from August, the 31st, last day of August. And it was actually picking up like that trough over the UK and Ireland. So quite interesting. It did pick up on the unsettled September. For October, it's looking unsettled wet wind as well. Low pressure in from off the Atlantic. Probably not as unsettled as September, but nevertheless unsettled. High pressure then for November. In the middle of the Atlantic as well, it is reaching into the west of Europe. There might be a bit of cooler potential with that. I reckon that could bring the wind in from over a northwesterly direction, maybe. There's low pressure down towards Spain as well. So not that far from being a mid-Atlantic region, not that far from being a slightly colder signal. December looks like that, with high pressure more or less over top of the country and reaching in from the Atlantic into northern parts of Europe as well. Sorry once more, everyone. January, so I'm talking very anti-cyclone, very similar to last winter, actually. Just an anti-cyclonic winter, probably frosty at times, some colder weather at times, but not a cold winter, because check all of this blue out up here. That's the polar vortex. PV looking pretty strong and anchored rooting around Greenland, Iceland. And the high pressure never able to get far enough north to deliver like proper cold weather. So cold from frost and fog perspective maybe at times, but not what we would classify as like a properly cold winter. And that's how February shapes up. The ridge weakens a little bit, but still, to be honest, higher pressure, bringing a lot of dry weather with it. Low pressure is away to the north. And then finally, we go through to, I don't want May, we go through to March, and still the signal goes on, the higher pressure will be there. So a dry winter, a very dry winter potentially again, similar to what we had last winter. And, winter to forget. Probably a lot of anti-cyclonic gloom, as we had last winter as well. but with a risk maybe of some frostiness at times. And then we've got the ECMWF seasonal model, and this one for October, November, December with high pressure just to the southwest. So again, quite a lot of dry weather. Westerlies looking quite mild through the earlier part of the winter. November again, we've got, or November, December, January, I should say, got high pressure just to our southwest, bringing in those westerly winds again. December, we look like that. High pressure again. It's to the south, to the southwest. Low pressure towards Greenland. Keep those westerlies continuing. And lastly, January, February, March, looks like that. And we keep the west-southwesterlies going once again. So a mild and dry winter signal. Very similar to CANSIPS, probably, actually there from the ECM seasonal model. Next week, we're going to go through the Copernicus suite. And we'll see what all of those are showing on a month-by-month basis. Let's go back to the ECM, which should be fully out now. So high pressure dominating the weather on Thursday, bringing lots of dry weather with it, weakening Friday to Saturday, allowing a showery trough to move in. Then the high pressure re-establishes through the weekend, or last part of the weekend into next week. High pressure back in control. That's a setup at day 10. Thursday, the 2nd of October, looking mostly dry. The last thing we've got to do is have a look at one of the CFS runs. Now, which one should we look at? I would have liked to have looked at yesterday's 6Z, which Send It managed to look at yesterday. How's it, Kev Mills? Thank you, Kev. Thanks for being on live stream. Hello, my friend. Yeah, I would have liked to have a look at one of those yesterday's CFS 6Z run, but Send It managed to look at. However, that's been superseded, so look at one of the other ones in a moment. Weather Michael, Met Office live on Friday, Send It live on Saturday, Weather Fans live on Sunday, and Gav live on Monday. 4 days of lives for you all. That works out quite nice, doesn't it? The Met Office is everybody's warmer packed. I love it. The Mets are like everybody's warmer pack. And, well, did we save the best for last? Oh, don't forget Mark either. Don't forget lovely Mark Bogan live on Sundays as well. So Sundays you actually get double your money's worth, actually. But do we save the best for last with Gav climaxing? You get a Gav climax on a Monday, don't you? Love it. Right, okay, hello Kieran Bushnell. Good to you, my friend. 12. Hello to you. I did okay, Kieran. Right, let's have a look at one of the CFS runs, and then we'll get it wrapped up. What an amazing live stream. Thank you so much, everyone. I was wondering I'd be sat here on my own, really. and you know, that nobody would be interested. But thank you so much, everybody. It's been awesome. Right, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. It's set to today's 6Z. So let's do that, you know, and we'll see what it's showing. Yesterday's 6Z was absolutely amazing. I bet I get a PB of doom. Send it gets like the ultimate winter run with snow events galore from beginning to end. I will get a PV of doom, won't I? I know that. But it's all just for fun. It's all just for laughs, so it's okay. Right, let's start then. So, high pressure at the moment, sitting across country. This is what we're famous for. We did this in the lockdown live streams back in 2020. So, we're famous, or possibly we're infamous for this. Remember, everyone, it is only for fun. Just for laughs, just for entertainment purposes only, alright? Don't take it seriously, whatever it's showing. But, like, next week anyway, high pressure is back in after a weekend wobble. High pressure dominating into early October, then beginning to weaken a little bit as lower pressure starts coming in from off the Atlantic. We've got high pressure south, low pressure to the north as we go through the second week of October, and then that carries on up to the middle part of the month as well. Into the second half of October, anti-cyclonic conditions continue. This looks like a very dry October, I have to say. Very dry October after a pretty wet September. Quite warm there as well, bring wind up from a southerly direction, so a lot of dry, warm weather during October. Now we head on in towards the end of the month, and the signs of a change. High pressure band is shifting up towards Greenland. Oh, this is more interesting. Down comes a cold northeasterly, and we set up what looks like a pretty cold spell, actually, for the end of October. That's Halloween, with a mid-Atlantic ridge going to Greenland, a trough over Scandinavia, and, winds are in from the north once again. So, cold and wintry through the opening days of November. A cold bonfire night there before high pressure slips southwards and allows us to go back in to a westerly flow. So, milder there, but also rather wet and windy. Back into colder northerly winds again. More of a cold shot into the second week of November. That's quite a cold first half to November there, actually. And then we're back into those milder westerlies again. Right, let's start rattling through. So we turn dry and mild then as we move on through the third week of November. Low pressure heading in towards the end of the month, back to those westerly winds once more. Dry and cold as we end November with risk of some frost and fog, and that carries on with the anticyclone into the start of December as well. That high pressure meandering around, not allowing those cold northerly winds in. Let's see, digging in there across Eastern Europe. So very dry, anticyclonic first half of December with the risk of frost and fog or anticyclonic gloom. Now the high pressure having a go, getting to Scandinavia mid-December. But doesn't look like it's going to be able to do so. Bit of a battle going on. It's running up towards Christmas. High pressure to the east. Low pressure is out to the west. And then we find high pressure. So it's gradually slipping southwards. As we head towards Christmas, we turn mild. So after we're about to potentially quite chilly, dry weather, we turn milder for Christmas, but still anticyclonic. That'd be a very mild Christmas, actually, sort of into the teens Celsius there with that one. Right, okay, let's get to the new year. Again, a bit of a Scandinavian high attempt for the new year. Comes to nothing once more as low pressure starts heading in from off Atlantic. So a mild, wet and windy beginning to 2026. Now, the high pressure starting to weaken and the jet stream is beginning to move southwards a bit as we go into January. But nothing really cold in from that. Wet and windy and, wet and windy and mild as we go to the first half of January. Yep, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. Gav knew it. No, mild, wet and windy. Are you still there if you all toddled off, I wonder? Mild, wet and windy through the middle part of January. Are we going to get anything interesting from a colder perspective? Are we? Now we get towards the end of January. Check this out. High pressure beginning to get going towards Scandinavia. That looks more interesting. Bit of warm air affection going on there, and a very nice looking cold pool sitting across northern Europe. So are we finally in business? Let's see. No. So that Scandinavian high attempt fails, and low pressure back in again for the start of February. Most dry bar, a bit of cold snap from the north there as we go on into through the first week of February. This looks more interesting. So okay, we've got some cold weather going on now, becoming colder from the north, and then winds switching around to the east into the second week of February. So after those several Scandinavian high attempts, we do eventually get there with a Scandi. We bring the wind in from the east, and yes, we could get snow anywhere really during the first week into the second week of February there, and very cold across most of Europe. Big freeze across much of Europe. We are dominated by that area of high pressure to the north, so not that much snow here, but like cold anyway. And then we see the high pressure beginning to collapse as we go into the second half of February, turning milder, wetter and windier again there, and then heading towards the end of February, so, well, saying generally mild, wet, windy there into the beginning of March. So it's basically like the first and second weeks of February, but deliver some decent cold. Otherwise, well, you would say not necessarily the best. Not necessarily the best. But there we go. You have to take a rough with a smooth. Matthew said that he got like the ultimate cold CFS run. And I get that. And that basically sums up my luck, doesn't it? After all these years. Been doing this since 2012. After all these years, my luck doesn't change, does it? But it's all good. It's all for fun. It's all for laughs. He says through gritted teeth. No, thank you so much for a wonderful live stream. It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for a lovely... Oh, we've gone blurred. Hang on. I don't know what happens when the webcam's off. Hang on, let me turn webcam on and off again. Do it. Put my image back up. Is that clear? No, it's not. Okay, let's get rid of that. Alright, I'm going to leave the webcam off then. I don't know what happened. But never mind. Right, okay, we'll get the live stream wrapped up. Thank you so much, everyone. It'll be wrapped up without the webcam on. Oh, Kieran, 1 month channel membership gifted, and congratulations to Cindy for picking up 1 month's channel membership for free, courtesy of Kieran Bushell. Thank you so much. So much to Kieran for doing that, and congratulations to Sandy. Right, we'll end the live stream there. Been absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for a wonderful live stream, everyone. It's been a really nice stream, hasn't it? A lovely return live stream. We've had more concurrent viewers than I was expecting as well. So it's been absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you so much to our lovely moderators, to James, to Connor, to SB for moderating on the live stream tonight. Also, we're going to be back live streaming every Monday evening from now onwards. So we're going to be discussing our season of winter updates throughout the season of winter updates, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful. Friday night Public Lives will be coming back on Fridays next month in October as well, and you know, it's going to be great. I'm going to really look forward to hanging out with you all. Kieran, just in time for Wednesday's member stream, Gav. Yeah, you'll be able to tune into Wednesday's member stream, Matthew. So we'll see you then if you're around, my friend. Thank you so much, all of you, for a wonderful live stream. I just want to say thank you so much for all of the support and over all of the years to Richard Short. Richard stepped down as hashtag Team Gab member for the time being. But please know, Richard, about all of the wonderful things that you've done for me and for GavsWeatherVids and for the community over all of these so many years have been so greatly and highly appreciated, my friend. And we're going to carry on with our friendship and that, and it's going to be nice. But I just wanted to say, from the bottom of my heart, Richard, thank you so much for everything that you've done for me over these years and for GavsWeatherVids, and yeah, you know, I'll speak to you on the other side in a few minutes. Thank you so much, my friend. Right, we're going to end the live stream there. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We're going to be back live next Monday, same time, same place. I shall see you then. And don't forget, if you're a channel member, you'll be able to check into your channel member live stream at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. So have a wonderful rest of your Monday evening, and we're going to see you again very soon. Of course, we're all thinking about Neil as well. Just want to say that for a wrap live stream up. All thinking about wonderful, lovely friend Neil Cutler, and wishing him all the best. Wishing him all the best. So thank you so much, everyone. We'll end it there. Have a great rest of your Monday evening, Monday night, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.